Alrighty, so in front of me here is a package I've been highly anticipating. Of course, I get excited and like about everything I order. I'm always like waiting at the door. But this package specifically is something that I've been really looking forward to getting in the mail. It is a project, you know, I spent a lot of time on, I spent a lot of creative energy on. So I'm really excited to unbox it here. So let's just get it open and then we'll talk about it a little bit. I'm very excited to see how it turned out. Yeah, once we get this open, I'll explain everything that I'm talking about. Let's get this here. Let's get it open. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's move the box out of the way. Wow, let's look at this. Okay, so, okay. This is neat. This is really neat. This is my magazine. I had this idea over the summer that I was gonna shoot a bunch of pictures and then put them all in a booklet. I like the idea of a magazine. So this cover, you'll see as we like get into this and flip through this. This cover I made in the springtime. Like this idea started in the spring. I got this little camera here, this Olympus. I got this from my dad. This was in his storage unit. And this was a camera I guess he had when I was in my childhood and he was in the military and stuff. So that we found some cool like family memories and military footage on here and stuff like that. But I just kind of fell in love with this camera. So not everything, but most of the photos in this magazine, I would say, were shot on this Olympus. I love this camera. I fell in love with this camera. It's so fun. It's just fun. It's beautiful. It works. It just works. But yeah, man, wow, it's kind of surreal even like holding this, but yeah, daegan Lusk magazine. So let's kind of just open it up here. I'm gonna kind of move this light a little bit. Check this out, man. Yeah, so this feels very nice. So yeah, right here I have this page, daegan Lusk magazine, made possible by our sponsors. And all of these are actually logos. These are all logos that I've made for my various ventures and ideas and stuff like that. I like to make logos. Like graphic design is my passion, as they say. I'm just kidding. I'm terrible at graphic design, but it's just fun. It's a fun hobby for me. So that's kind of the tone I wanted to set in here. The whole kind of vibe is kind of makeshift. That's kind of what this project I think feels like, makeshift. But yeah, I kind of wanted to set the tone here immediately with, you know, trap music is high art. Trap music is high art. I love trap music. But let's kind of just, man, yeah. These are kind of all just pictures and things that I took over the summers. My friend Maddie. Yeah, I'm really glad this turned out as beautiful as I think it has, having these on my friend Julia. As you can see, like the front cover, it says issue number 001. But then we have this cover here, which is issue number 002. So how this worked is this all kind of started as like a series of posts on my Instagram. Every new Instagram post was like supposed to be another like cover, like another issue with a new cover. I guess initially at like, instead of this being one magazine, it was originally going to be like a series of tiny magazines. The way that I kind of convinced myself to take on such a big project was to like break it up into pieces. The little ostrich here is something that appears a lot. As you can see, we have the ostrich here. I just like ostriches. I kind of had a weird like phase with, I was gonna like start an ostrich farm. It was like a whole phase I had. Yeah, I try to make them all fun and kind of have some themes to it. Something that helped too with this project for me was like, I hung out with my friends all summer. I was actually in a play and I kind of just got an excuse to like hang out with my friends and just like take pictures of them. And here's my friend Craig blowing himself up, and this like Canon spec ad that I made and stuff like that. Like I just got to do just fun stuff like this, man. Like it was just a lot of fun putting this together. Like so I tried to do like a little bit of graphic design on the cover, and then a little bit of graphic design on the end page or something like that, something similar to that. I tried to like do a little bit of graphic design with it, but obviously I'm pretty aware of the fact that there's one kind of striking thing of why I kind of have a hard time calling this a magazine. The one thing that I kind of have a hard time calling it a magazine is a magazine has articles. Dude, yeah, here's a McDonald's worker. Yeah, I sometimes like go and like troll the McDonald's workers.
Playing drone flute in the MC drive-thru.
Not to like mess with them, but like I like my McDonald's workers. So this guy, I don't actually know his name, but we call him the lieutenant. So yeah, this is the lieutenant. Yeah, man, I love this cover, man. I think my half-grown mustache maybe throws it off a little bit, but my buddy Cam here I did this cool like warped background. Like these are random people. Like I took pictures of random people. I asked them, hey, you look cool, can I take your picture? This was a random guy. Like I don't know if I'll ever see him again, and he has no idea. Like he has literally no idea I have a printed picture of him in a magazine, and for like, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's just something I think a little bit ridiculous about it. Like I just printed off these pictures of strangers. Is that kind of weird? Yeah, probably. But I mean, I don't know. It's for art. It's for art. Look, this page kind of got messed up a little bit, but that's okay. And I also like this one is in like a weird font. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. When I had a little bit of a better mustache. I also tried to curate it. I kind of tried to like curate because I knew it was like a double spread, so they would kind of match each other away. Like this one is pretty clearly a match in theme and color, nature, and a lot of green. It's kind of cool. Like I have a lot of different styles and themes in this magazine. She's just beautiful. So I don't know. I just really got inspired by a lot of, mostly just by my surroundings. So yeah, this was very little planning. I don't even think I planned. I think the only picture I planned, the cover for the summer issue number 3. Like, oh, I had a vision for this, but everything else is stuff I just literally saw that my friends were doing or friends were wearing or stuff that I just wanted to do. It's just a fun summer. I guess that's kind of why I just called it summer, because it's just like, here's what I'm doing over the summer in a little booklet. This is pretty much like my summer mythologized in a booklet here. Yeah, it's kind of fun, but yeah, kind of going back to what I was talking about the articles thing. A magazine has articles, so this isn't really a magazine. It's more of just a photo dump. It's more of like a series of photo dumps. And that kind of goes back to the cover, like making the cover just a placeholder image. This whole project is a placeholder project. Yes, this was fun, and yes, I didn't really work that hard. I just spent a lot of time on it. But it was fun. It was easy. It was pretty easy. Like I definitely challenged myself, but it wasn't like, this didn't kill me. Do you know what I mean? Like this whole idea, I want to expand. Like I want to do, it'd be so cool in the future to do a more like legit, you could say, magazine, like a more legit magazine where it's like there's articles, more like interactive stuff to it. Do you know what I mean? Like just like an actual publication. Like there's a magazine I just found on my Instagram called Germs Magazine. Like they're kind of like a street fashion type of magazine, which is kind of similar to what I was doing here, but just kind of with my friends and stuff. They have articles and they have stuff like they talk to people and fashion designers and that kind of stuff. So, but ultimately what this represented for me was I kind of let myself finish something for once. I have this really big problem with starting projects and making massive promises to my projects and really over-promising and under-delivering on them. And that's a problem I really wish I didn't have. I really like to, I like to have finished products. I love when I have a finished product. I just am also very aware, the more projects I take on, the more aware of this I become. But I'm very aware of like how much work it takes for me to complete my ideas. I'm pretty aware at this point I have really big ideas, and sometimes they're too hard for me to manage, or too much for me to manage, or I lose interest in it. So what happened was, around the time I had posted on my Instagram summer issue number 6, I had a friend talking to me about what issue 100 was gonna look like. And I was like, issue 100? Bro, do you know how many I'm doing like one of these a week. Like all of these photos actually, with the exception of the very first, these photos right here, like this photo right here, and this cover. As you can see, my hair is a little chopped and stuff like that. With the exception of that, all of those photos were taken in 1 month. They were all taken in the month of July. So I spent a month on this. This project, give or take, took me 1 full month of creative energy. 1 full month of creative energy into this. And my friend was talking about issue 100, and I was like, man, I hope I'm more evolved at that point. Like, I could have kept going. I could have done an issue 7 and an issue 8 and an issue 9, and it could have just kept going. But I'm like, eventually the summer's gonna end, right? I mean, I can't. What am I still gonna call it? Summer? Like, I don't know. Like, it started asking too many questions and too many things. Like, I ended up putting too many roles around it. So I kind of just let myself stop. I'm like, you know what? That's the project. The original idea when I made this all the way back, and I took this picture this picture was for a YouTube video. This is for something else. And I liked it so much, it felt like, my mom said it looked like something from like Mad Magazine or something. I'm like, a magazine? Yeah. I could do my own magazine. That's how it started. So I wanted to honor the spirit of how it originally started for me. And I also wanted to give myself permission to complete a project. And that's what this is. It is finally now in front of me today. I have a completed project. I have Daegan Lusk Magazine's this summer issue of Daegan Lusk Magazine. And I'm very, very proud of it. There are actually pictures too on my Instagram that didn't end up making it in the magazine. I only actually was able to print on so many pages, so I had to be selective about what's the best pictures and what's not. So I actually ended up taking way more pictures than what's in this, and there's even more edited pictures than what's in this on my Instagram. So you can go check my Instagram out if you want to kind of see what the posts were looking like there. Shameless self-plug. But go follow me on Instagram. And give yourself permission to start big projects and also finish them. Like, seriously. I have a lot of joy in my life right now from this, and this is just something that totally spawned from my own mind. So if you're doing your own magazine, I would love to hear about it. I would love to see it, and I'm always down to see what people are working on. But like, whether you got if it's a painting or a book or a podcast, or I've dipped my toes in a lot of creative avenues, and very, very few times have I finished something that I've started, and I gave myself permission to finish this, and I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of it, and you can let me know too what you think about it. It's kind of like, it's kind of cobbled together, you know what I mean? It kind of has that vibe to it, and I love it. So yeah, you can let me know what you think about the Daegan Lusk magazine. Give me your thoughts, and if you're working on your own creative projects, let me hear about it. Use the comment section to discuss what you're working on creatively. I'd love to hear about it, and I try to reply to all the comments that I get, so if you leave a comment, I'll more than likely reply. And I think that's about it for Daegan Lusk Magazine. Yeah, that's it. So cool. Thanks.